Okay, so this video is on squeaking floors, and let's see. And let's see. You can, not showing up on the video, but you can literally see the floor moving. Okay, so, here's a thing, and you would just trace that this direction, right? And there's one. And that space almost looks like a foot, but there's another way to do this too. Get a magnet, right? And you can actually see the nails because this floor has been probably sanded so much, but boom. Okay, that's obvious. Now you go this way. Right there. There. Okay, so that's how you can find the framing underneath the floor if you need to. And then some people are crazy enough to actually put a nail or a screw and then try to, and I would never be able to hide that on this floor. These floors are actually in better shape than is showing up on the camera. They're not in amazing shape, but for how old they are, they're actually, you would never want to cover these floors up. You want to save these floors. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the smallest drill bit I can find, which is pretty small. It's almost the size of a needle. And they're so small that not every drill chuck will actually hold it. This one will. That's why I'm using this drill. And the other thing I did is, this was a squeak product that worked. It's a lubricant, and it stopped the squeaks, but what happens is that it dries up and then the squeaks come back. So the other thing I noticed is, if you do heavy water like Murphy's oil soap, it'll swell up the joints without really damaging the floor, at least my floor. Oak, I wouldn't do that. Oak is a completely different story. It tarnishes when it gets wet, so be careful with water and metal. Like water and metal and oak tarnish real bad, you get a stain. So just be careful with oak and different woods. You're gonna have to definitely do your own research and experiment on your floor before you go crazy, but I mixed glue with water so I can squirt it out of this tiny little nozzle, which is about the same size as that drill. My floor, so I can actually do a line of glue, and I'll show you. I can actually do a line of glue water, and then kind of step on it. And after a few seconds, the water will actually kind of go into that joint. But in most cases, it's so tight, it's not really getting in there. So now this is between, some people squeak on the nail. If you're squeaking on the nail, one thing you could do is maybe drill a small hole just next to the nail. There should be a tongue and groove. And sometimes there's a little space you can feel when you hit the. And then see if you can actually squirt the glue Onto that, because maybe it'll go where the nail is or the stud and start to fill in, or at least get some buildup. And because these floors are not perfect, I'm not really worried about that tiny little hole. If the floors ever got refinished, which is possible, you know, in the future to have happen, that should get filled in pretty easily, this tiny little hole. Now in the middle, you don't want to go all the way through. What you're trying to do is get, maybe just go a 1/4 inch down and hit that tongue, and then maybe the glue water will ride along that tongue and fill in that groove and tongue with some glue and start to stop the squeak. So you don't want to fill in, you don't want to go all the way down, because then it'll just drip right completely through. So not much more than a 1/4 inch is probably what it's going to be. And then just let this sit for a little bit and go into that groove. And then wipe it up before it gets, this is water-based glue, so wipe it up before it stains or discolors or whatever you're going on with your floor. This is pine, or this is Doug. Pretty sure this is Doug fir, so that's why I'm getting away with this. And your flooring, you may not get away with that, but yeah, and you just got to go and hit each one. I did this here already. This was all squeaky, and so far so good. Sometimes that's just the water swelling it, but yeah, so we'll see. But anyway, it's a patient thing. You got to do a bunch of times, and I'm almost positive that'll work. The question is, will it work on your kind of wood without destroying, you know, tarnishing your floors? I have no discoloration. This is all this, everything that you see here has always been here. So I haven't had any repercussions. And this floor is very old, so maybe it's seasoned and it's not really sucking up and hurting the wood. But yeah, so give that a try. Just wanted to make a quick video. I thought it was cool. I thought the magnet thing was cool, if you need to find the nails. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.